everyone, Queen of Shells again. Today I have a pretty cool video for you guys. Yesterday my husband and I went mining for minerals and rocks and stones and crystals. It wasn't really mining, like we weren't the ones that was actually going and searching for the stuff. It's a business that this guy owns in a town about an hour away from us, where he actually goes out and mines the stuff, and he gets large quantities. I think he said he gets a lot of his stuff from North Carolina, but he does have some stuff from other places. He explained a lot of stuff to us, and I can't really remember everything he said. But the way he does everything is he has these pretty good sized buckets. They're probably, I don't know, maybe 10-gallon buckets. I don't know, I'm bad at like measurements, so I'm not sure how big they were. But they were really big metal buckets. And he'll have a barrel full of the stones that he's received. And he'll mix the stones in with like just sand and rocks and stuff and dirt. And so you'll have a bucket that there's a lot of dirt in there, but it's full of all different types of different stones to collect. And the price point is what determines what is going to be inside the particular bucket. And so my husband, I had him, because he's not really into that kind of stuff. I mean, he is now after we did this, but he wasn't before. So I gave him the tumbled stone bucket to do, and that was $25. And then I got the one that had more precious stones, like rubies and sapphires and emeralds, plus it had crystals and other stones inside it. And so I did that one, and that one was $55. And it was a $60 minimum, and then it says on his website that he gives you an hour to sort through everything. But since we were the only ones there, and he said his season was pretty much over, he let us stay as long as we wanted to. So we ended up actually being there for about 3 hours, sorting through everything. And it was so much fun. It was the most fun I've had in a really long time. My husband loved it. I loved it. And I actually have some pictures and video that I'm going to insert of us while we were actually there doing the mining. So I'll insert those here.
We can go, babe. I know places we can go, babe. The how won't fit here, babe. No, the how won't hurt here, babe.
The stuff that we got, everything that you see here except for the black bowl, is stuff that we got yesterday in the find. I know it's kind of hard, some of the stuff is out of focus, but down in the bottom center there's some, I think they're shark's teeth, and then on the left side is all the tumbled stone, the right side is all the raw stuff that I collected. Then in the white bag is all the precious stones, or the stuff that I think is precious stones. I couldn't tell some of the stuff. And then in the black bowl is just the smaller raw stones that I found in my bucket. So I just want to show you a couple of the larger pieces and just kind of show off some of the cool stuff that we found. Here is one of the large tumbled stones that my husband found. I'm actually not sure what this is. It's kind of a grayish blue color, but it's really large. You can tell in comparison to my fingers. It's a really good size. And then here's two more of the tumbled stones that he found. There's a large piece of rose quartz, and I think this is green aventurine. But again, these are really good size. These, you would probably end up paying about, I don't know, maybe $6 or $7 just for these at a store, because they're really good size. And here is several pieces of pyrite that I found. We also have a lot of really tiny pieces of pyrite, but these are the 3 larger ones that we got. And here's a really nice raw piece of sodalite that my husband found. It's got a really bright blue color. It's a really nice chunk of sodalite. Here's some of the quartz points that we found. I think my husband actually found all of these, but I really needed some more quartz points, so I was really happy. This is a pretty good. Here's a nice chunk of raw citrine. Here's some malachite and some angelite. And I can't remember what this one is, but the color is just amazing. And here is the biggest thing that we found. It is a nice big chunk of clustered amethyst. The color is totally faded, and I think that may be because it was probably sitting out in the sun for some period of time before it went into the bucket. And then here's the other cluster that we got. It's citrine, and it's got a really dark color. It's a really good piece. Here's a piece of ametrine. I'm not sure if you can see the citrine that's actually inside there, but there's, right here in the center, there's a nice little chunk of citrine inside there to create the ametrine. And here is a really nice piece of rainbow fluorite. I'm having trouble getting my camera to focus on some of these, so sorry if it goes out of focus. And here we have the precious gemstones, the rubies, the emeralds, the sapphires. There might be some other stuff mixed in there because I can't quite identify all the pieces, but this was the majority of the reason that my bucket was $55, was because it had a pretty good size amount of the more precious stones. So some of these I might actually have polished and maybe sell them or make jewelry out of them. Here's the bowl with all the smaller chunks of the raw stones. I'm not sure what I'll do with all these. I might just sell a couple of them, or I don't know, but it's always nice to have the smaller pieces because they're kind of easier to carry around. And here is the card that he gives you to kind of help identify the stones. It was raining when we first started, so both of our pieces of paper got pretty wet, and so they're kind of bent and the color's kind of messed up, but that's actually the name of the place and then the address. If you live anywhere near Sebring, Florida, I would highly recommend you going there or checking out their website. It's a great thing to do on like a Saturday when you know, have all day to kill, and if you love rocks, I would really recommend going there. And that's pretty much about it. I only showed you just a couple of the stones because if I tried to show you guys everything, it would be a 2-hour video. There's actually a really nice chunk of aquamarine that I'll probably just insert a picture of here. It's actually sitting on my altar right now, so I didn't want to go pull it off my altar to show in the video. Like I said, I would really recommend, if you guys are near the Sebring area, going to this place. My husband, who's not even really that interested in rocks, he had a great time. We talked about it the whole day after we were done. We're definitely going to be going back. I'm probably going to want to go there for my birthday in March. I may even want to do it for Christmas. I'm pretty sure he's open year round since it is Florida and it stays warm pretty much all year. He did say that his season ends about September whenever the kids go back to school. So if you are interested in going when he's not going to be as busy, I would recommend about this time of year. We were the only ones that were there. He was great. He's very helpful, and the whole time he came over about 4 or 5 times in the 3 hours we were there, and looked at the stones and helped us with identifying them, even though we don't really remember pretty much anything he said. But he was great. He was really knowledgeable. You could tell he really knows what he's doing. So once again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.